Greetings from Bloomington, Illinois. I'm Dr. Frank Beaty, and I am going to be your professor for this very exciting class. My wife, Judy, and I moved to Bloomington about uh, 18 months ago after living nearly 20 years in Burlington, Iowa. This class is a very stimulating, thought-provoking class. I really love it and love the privilege to uh, study with you as we think together about culture. In this class, you're going to have wonderful discussion boards over the next 8 weeks. There's thought-provoking, stimulating interaction and reading. And the project assignments, I think, are ones that you will remember for a long, long time. I'm convinced that each of us, you and me, will be challenged to think deeper about culture. But let me tell you a little bit about who I am. I am a graduate of Moody Bible Institute, of Monmouth College, Dallas Theological Seminary, and I earned my doctorate at Trinity Evangelical Divinity School. And elsewhere you can read that I have taken a number of additional courses beyond getting my doctorate. My thesis for the doctorate was a biblical view of retirement. One of the lessons my mom and dad taught me as a youngster was that learning ought to be a lifelong endeavor. They were farmers in Western Illinois who deeply and passionately loved the Lord Jesus Christ and helped plant a church back in 1939. My older brother and I and my sister are all graduates of Moody Bible Institute, as well as my brother's wife and my wife. My parents had a deep appreciation for the multifaceted ministries of Moody Bible Institute. That love was passed on to us. And our 3 children and 2 of the spouses have completed degrees at Moody Bible Institute. And 2 of our grandchildren and their spouses are graduates of Moody Bible Institute, plus 2 other grandchildren are in the process of taking additional classes at Moody Distance Learning. So we have a strong connection to Moody Bible Institute. I began my pastoral ministry as a 19-year-old kid, a student at Moody Bible Institute. That's a fun story, but I won't go into that. But anyway, I traveled every Friday afternoon down about 200 miles to Galesburg, Illinois, where my car was parked. And I got off the train, threw my luggage into the car, and I headed out for a weekend of ministry. I served a small church in a little village and had a great time doing that, both my second year and my third year at Moody. And of course, I was dating my sweetheart. Quite a dating arrangement, wasn't it? When I look back over those early sermons, I can tell you this much: those folks were really patient. I really appreciate it more and more every year. I continued on after graduating from Moody for 4 more years before I went to Dallas Theological Seminary. Oh, I ought to mention in there, a week after graduating from Moody, I married my sweetheart, Judy Crawford, and we will celebrate 52 years of marriage on June 13th. So, we have a family, 3 children. Our oldest is Andrew. He and his wife live 4 houses from us. He ministers with Moody Distance Learning also. They have 5 biological children and welcomed this past week their first grandchild. And then they have 6 adopted children. Those adopted children each have multiple emotional, psychological problems significantly related to the abuse of drugs and alcohol during their mother's pregnancy. 3 of their children are married, and then our younger son, our middle child, joined the Army at age 39, and at part of his Army responsibilities over the past 3 years rather, have been attending law school. He graduated Saturday with his jurisprudence degree from William and Mary Law School in Williamsburg, Virginia. He will now be stationed at Fort Campbell, Kentucky. He and his wife have 10 biological children, ranging in ages from 5 to 26 years of age. One of them is married and has 2 children. Our youngest, Esther, she and her husband live here in Bloomington also. He is a corrections officer at Pontiac Correctional Center, about 35 miles up the road in Pontiac, Illinois. They have 5 children ranging in age from 10 to 17. So, if you did all that math, you added that up correctly. 26 grandchildren and 3 great-grandchildren. Judy and I have served the Lord Jesus Christ in Herman, Illinois, Glendale, Texas, McHenry, Illinois, Dallas, Texas, Pontiac, Illinois, and Burlington, Iowa. I've been a solo pastor, and I've been a pastor with 14 staff members. I've helped over 30 students, probably quite a few more than that, complete ministry internships. In 2008, we joined an organization called Interim Pastor Ministries, and we have served churches in Garner, Iowa, Williston, North Dakota, Derby, Vermont, and Minonk, Illinois. My passion for Interim Pastor Ministries is to be very intentional in helping a church understand its own culture as well as the culture of its community, and then based upon that understanding to discern the purpose Jesus has for that church to exist in that community at that time for the ministry that he intends. Understanding the culture is a crucial ingredient to effective ministry. I love to equip people for ministry. Ephesians 4:12 is a favorite verse of mine. I have the word equipper for my license plate. Together, you and I are going to learn about our own culture and to understand ours as well as that of other folks. I'm eagerly looking forward to learning with you. Prepare yourself for some hard thinking. It will not always be comfortable, I can guarantee you that. But I know this also, it will be rewarding and it will be enjoyable in the whole process. I've already posted a number of announcements, and I just want to encourage you to read those. It's so crucial for you to read the announcements or listen to a video that I make, because that's the way I communicate with you. I have had students say, well, you didn't tell us. Well, the reality is I thought I had, and I went back to check, and I had clearly presented it in an announcement, either written or on a video. Normally, you will have 2 announcements from me a week, one at the beginning part of the week on Monday or Sunday, and then one toward the end of the week. And so you keep tuned for that, and we're going to have a great time together. God bless you.